Hi everyone, I'm Jean and I'm the CEO of Konexio. And I want to start by telling you the story of my friend Maya. She's 29 years old, she comes from Syria, she speaks 4 languages, she has a university degree, but when she comes to Europe a few years before, she has no contacts and she does not have access to the labor market. Unfortunately, that is not just the situation of Maya, but of many, many others. And that's the same story 2 years, 5 years, even sometimes 10 years down the line. So what are we looking at? There are 65 million displaced individuals in the world today. It takes up to 20 years for them to reach the same employment levels as nationals. And we know that, according to health studies, there are long-term health effects to crippling for long-term unemployment as well as job instability. But rather than just talk about the challenges here, there's also a wealth of opportunity. According to the economic advisor for the European Commission, €1 today in integration efforts can yield up to €2 in benefits within 5 years. Furthermore, we know that the tech disruption trends will actually impact people in the global economy, with estimated up to 1.2 billion employees affected in the next decade. We know that there is also a high number of tech-skilled vacancies estimated in Europe within the next few years. So what is the solution that we are working on at Konexio? The idea is to bridge this challenge and turn it into an opportunity through 2 steps. First, we have a digital skills training that is innovative, holistic, and adapted. And then second, we have a talent contracting service that really helps to promote and get our talent onto the labor market. With regard to our digital skills training. So in terms of the methodology that we deploy and the languages and frameworks that are within our methodology, we really try and look and anticipate labor market trends for developers today. Second, we focus on a blended learning model, which is not just in-class training, but really using an e-learning platform that we've developed to render the training more personalized, more adapted, and more efficient for each learner in the long term. And finally, we add a more holistic approach by bringing in corporate partners with soft skills and other training to really bring in this community aspect of what we do. Here is, for example, the home screen of our digital learning platform, where you can see how we track progress and activities for each student. Second, in terms of our model, we really work to provide and make sure we get that first access point to the labor market for our students. We're in finalization with companies such as L'Oreal and Accenture for the talent contracting. The idea being that we really want to create a double bottom line approach. For clients, that means we're meeting their business needs, and we're also making sure that we're providing them a diverse workforce. For apprentices, they're gaining financial means, they're gaining a pathway to long-term integration, and they're gaining valid professional experience. So where are we today and where we're hoping to go? We've reached 120 students from over 20 countries. We've launched more than 10 cohorts and nourished partnerships locally, internationally, and engaged thousands of community hours. In our impact, we're really, really intentional about how we measure impact and how we really hope that this can impact our students in several areas. First, 68% of our students at 6 months have improved their careers prospects. Second, 94% of our students have gained skills for their daily professional use. And finally, we also measure the social integration through mentorship and other aspects that our students are exposed to. For us, I think what we want to create at Konexio is a solution that really ties together various points. First being that we really focus on having a streamlined model to employment, not thinking about just training, but also what happens next. Obviously, there are also aspects to making sure that with discrimination and other things that these are taken care of when we build that bridge. Second, thinking about an integrative learning approach. So not just what we are teaching, but how we are teaching it and how that can be adapted to our students. And finally, obviously, inclusion and trying to target those that are most vulnerable. So a roadmap today. We are hoping in the short run to build and bring our student impact numbers to 270. We are actually in target in the next 2 years with partners on the ground in France to bring it to additional 3 cities, Lyon, Marseille, and Bordeaux. And we've actually been in dialogue also with partners further on in Brussels to really think about how we're going to take our model to other countries as well. In regard to our team, so I come from a background both having worked as a consultant in Silicon Valley as well as a migrant researcher on the ground for 2 years, interviewing hundreds of individuals. And behind our team, we have core competencies of over 25 years in specifically education for marginalized populations, the approaches you need to bring to the table, as well as those who are tech leads and really engage with our corporate partners on matching talent. With regard to our partners, so we have partners from very diverse fields, and we believe that it is going to be key partnerships at the intersection of the humanitarian, the institutional, and the private sectors that are going to bring us together. We've most recently been recognized as one of the women in France that are disrupting the tech sector by Forbes, and we've also gotten numerous other accolades as well. We're one of the first social enterprises to be incubated at Station F, a large startup campus in France. And so I would like to bring it all back to the story of Maya. For us, what's really important is really bringing on and providing pathways of opportunity for others like her. Today, she's working as a developer in Paris, and we want to create that same story for many others. With the support of EIB today, we hope to take the prize money and invest that in business development needs for our team to grow our client base for the next few years. We really hope to work and build together this mission of promoting Europe in a more socially cohesive and tech-inclusive society for today and also for the future. Thank you.